scene. A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Will boot it away to start the game. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force-feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's got that kind of ability.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Love. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Got his man. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. That defensive end came off the ball with one goal in mind, and he was headed for the quarterback.
And when you get off that fast and you're already on an edge as a 4-3 defensive end, a lot of times all you got to do is win with your hands, and you can get to the quarterback. Nice job rushing the passer. Nice technique. Nice job working around the corner. And nice job getting that quarterback and getting the sack.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
And he'll just take in the end. This drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew that they were going to be facing two guys we know are going to play at the next level. And I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Under fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Quick completion to the right. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Offense gets set for second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Tar Heels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Lopez wants to fire. Safe completion on the screen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes a handoff. It's Gauze. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that's going to tie it up.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Pulls it in. It's locked. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez to pass. Escape, and the sack all the way back at the 5.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner will be knocked down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Takes the handoff. It's blocked. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the foot, a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Lopez wants to fire. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. Took a shot as he threw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one. In this half. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's not afraid to go deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. To the air, it's Carr. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. running to the left. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number 1 for every single offense.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Looking for space. It's Goff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez to pass. Gets away. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the tribulation is not so tricky.
And, man, that's frustrating for an offense. You got a little something going. You had a little bit of momentum, but they've got to do a better job of protecting their guy, keeping him upright.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down.
Out of space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, The offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up a pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Lopez tossed to fire. Makes the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking for space. It's gone. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Fields. Gets it out quickly. There he goes to the right. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Lopez to pass. Here comes the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
Oh, it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Give as they work on that clock. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Explosive run into the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 16.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Back's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Lopez wants to fire. Bringing the heat. He'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets the first himself. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. That's caught. It's shipped. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Using his legs, it's locked. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Wants to go up top. Looking for his man. Pulls it in. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They want that clock to run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Rush is on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Lopez to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll try to do it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on third. Here's the pressure. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
QB's pressing. No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
One more play to pad the stats.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the run, it's Price. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go!
On the direct snap, it's Love. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros and time has expired here. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent,